We all have our favorite saints, and one of mine is a little-known saint who died in 1915 and whose feast is celebrated on October 24th. His name is Saint Luigi Guanella, and I learned about him through the women of a religious congregation that he founded, the Daughters of St. Mary of Providence. Hello, I'm Father James Kubicki, and several years ago I celebrated Mass at a home that these sisters run for developmentally disabled women. I'll never forget standing at the altar and greeting the community of residents, staff, and family members as I began Sunday Mass. I thought of how Jesus' heart was moved at the sight of the crowds. St. Luigi had a deep devotion to the Sacred Heart of Jesus, and I suspect that this was the source of his compassion, which led him to found congregations for both men and women, groups that would reach out to the poor and abandoned of his time. In fact, he once wrote to his spiritual daughters, "Jesus, who is the real fire of charity, came on earth to bring this fire, and now opens to everyone the living furnace of his divine heart, so that all hearts may be enkindled. You, daughters of St. Mary of Providence, must imitate the spouse of your souls, burning with the desire to aid your needy neighbor, spiritually as well as materially." In writing about the fire of charity, St. Luigi reminds us of the images of the Sacred Heart that came from the revelations that St. Margaret Mary received. Jesus showed her his heart all on fire with love. Let's draw near today to that heart, so that its flames of love may ignite in us a great love for God and for our neighbor. For that's what Jesus said was the greatest commandment, a double commandment, in which we show that we really love God by loving the people who are most in need of our love.